Are the Google Professional Certificates actually worth it in 2025? Now, they've been known as a cheat code to get a job fast even as a beginner in a high-paying field, and spoiler alert, these things have changed, and if you just do the same thing as in the past, it's not going to work, you're not going to get a job, and nothing is going to change. But there's still a solution, so stick around, and I'm not just making this video to complain about it, right? We're also going to cover the Microsoft certs, the IBM certs, and more, because they're all in the kind of same category of career certifications. So let's begin. So most of these are available on Coursera because companies like Google and Microsoft decided to partner with Coursera to provide these certs. The price is usually a subscription at a relatively affordable price, but I also made another video about how to get these for free, which I will link you to at the end of this video, so don't worry. The reason why these were created initially was to provide people a way to learn in-demand skills that universities and colleges didn't teach. There's this kind of a gap in the market where people are graduating with certain skills, but the high-paying jobs were looking for another type of skill set that's more specific. And by taking courses like this, people were able to learn the fundamentals and begin to explore these new careers, eventually landing a job in the field. That's at least what Google claims to be the story. But now there are a lot of different companies offering these courses, and it's more a way to learn some in-demand skills and prepare for jobs. And when it comes to Google, some of the most popular courses are the data analytics certs, the UX design cert, and now cybersecurity, business intelligence, project management, and more. And generally speaking, it's more focusing on tech, where the skills are evolving faster, which is why these courses were created in the first place, to help you adapt to an ever-changing job market. Now we're going to talk about some pros and cons, and here's where it gets really interesting. I'm not just going to tell you that these are a great option, because it really depends. And even when I do mention the pros, chances are that you'll be excited and you want to get started right away. But wait until I mention the cons, because in 2025, if you do miss these things, it's just going to be a waste of time. So the first thing is that these ones are pretty affordable, and the price is going to really depend on your location, but it's very hard to find courses of this quality cheaper. Like, can you imagine going back 50 years or even 20 years and telling people that you can learn from top universities and top companies for the same price as eating out once or twice a month? Literally, that's what you're getting. And the fact that there's even financial aid and other things is just a crazy good opportunity, and we should be incredibly grateful that we have access to these resources. Now with the internet and everything, we're just getting spoiled and we don't really understand how good we have it today. I also like the fact that it's flexible and that you can learn at your own pace. Now, many of these ones are also entry level, not all of them, but they do focus a lot on beginners, which is nice because most people are beginners. And while a degree is necessary for some of these jobs, there are actually cases where you can take a course, learn the skills, and then be pretty much good to go. I'm not saying that's always the case, don't twist my words, but there are instances where that is true. Now we're going to talk about the downsides, and I'm going to be ruthless here. And the first thing is false promises. Many of these courses have claims that you can be job ready or have job ready skills within a couple of months or even weeks. And in some cases, that is true. But job ready is a pretty vague concept, because just because you're kind of ready for a job doesn't mean that the employer is ready to hire you. For competitive fields where there are a lot of people looking for jobs, the level that you'll have to be to get hired is much more than just knowing the basic skills. And I don't see how you would get that, especially when there's no coaching, no accountability, and none of that stuff in these courses. There's also the fact that even though companies can appreciate these, many companies still prefer a degree, they're pretty traditional, and they prefer that kind of style. So while the certificates that you can get can be a game changer for you and your skills, it's not always a game changer when you show it to employers. Something you can do, which is pretty smooth, is that you can actually take these certs and then you can also take an additional certification. And for example, what many data analysts do is learn the skills from a Google course and then they take an official like Google or Microsoft certification, which is actually a real exam, and after it you'll be certified. These things are not going to replace a degree or something, but it can be pretty helpful. Now, regardless of the downsides, I am a huge fan of professional certificates, especially from Google. They've helped a lot of people start new careers, and it's amazing that we have these available. Just make sure that you go into it with the right mindset and expectations. And if I can find some discount links or something, I'll leave it in the description. You can also check out this video somewhere on the screen where we talk more about some of these certificates in detail. Thanks for watching.